Hello and welcome to Finovate TV. We're live at Finovate Fall in New York. I'm delighted to be joined by Loveleen Sidhu, who is the co-founder, Chief Strategy Officer and President of BankMobile. A very long title. We're going to have a chat about what challenger banks are doing to disrupt the sector.
Great, thank you for having me.
A pleasure, Loveleen. Thank you so much for making time to speak with me. Can we start off with why did you decide to launch BankMobile and what makes it different from some of the other challengers or incumbents in the sector?
Sure. Well, we felt there was such an opportunity to really disrupt the banking space, both from a business model front as well as from a customer experience front. And what I mean by that is if you look at the business model of banking, it's mainly based on customer acquisition through bank branches. And the reality is that bank branches are opening only one net new checking account per branch per week. So a bank branch annually is opening 52 net checking accounts on average, which to me is a very inefficient model.
Yeah.
And it's really being subsidized by overdraft fees being charged to Americans. And in just the last year, Americans were charged $33 billion in just overdraft fees. So was there a way to create a more efficient customer acquisition strategy? And then two, I mean, talk about banking. Everyone's like not in love with their bank. The customer experience, the value add from the banking experience is just very low. And there's such an opportunity to bring it to the 21st century and to finally start using exponentially growing technologies to make the experience affordable, convenient, even delightful and helpful. So that's really where we're seeing our opportunity.
So picking up on two things, delightful, and nobody loves their bank, but they're remarkably sticky when it comes to changing providers.
Yep.
How is it that you've managed to grow into, as I understand, the largest digital bank?
So you're exactly right. There's so much inertia in this space and it's really hard to get customers. So the question is, where is the right place to be to get the customer? And for us, we thought one huge inflection point of when people actually choose an account is when they go to college. So instead of paying a school $10 million and making sure that we're the exclusive bank on campus, we found a more cost-effective, more efficient way of being the primary bank on campus. And so the way that we did this was schools have to transfer money between the college and the students, usually in the form of financial aid refunds, but for various other reasons. And we save colleges about $250,000 a year by providing them technology to be able to disperse this money between the school and the students in a very compliant format. And in return, these students get to choose, do they want to ACH and get this money in an existing bank account, or do they want to open a BankMobile Vibe account? And through this, we've been able to open about 400,000 new accounts each year. And it's at such an important time in their life where the inertia helps us in the future, to be honest.
So then you can carry them.
You can carry them and create customers for life.
And you're also kind of capturing customers through the universities themselves, it sounds like, in addition to the students who are attending.
Yeah, we have an opportunity with the professors, the faculty, potentially even the parents.
Exciting. And what would be your advice to others looking to disrupt this space?
Well, I think, I really like Jeff Bezos, and he always talks about it in his annual letter, is to be customer obsessed. I think that you need to have a product as well as a customer service strategy that is really about being customer obsessed. What do they want? What do they need? And help solve that problem. But I don't think that's enough. I think you need to have that. That's like table stakes. And then two, it's you need to have a well thought out customer acquisition strategy, especially when it comes to banking, where it's not like Exciting, like I'm going to go buy my new dress, and it's like retail, where someone wants to go and do it. This is banking. And how do you make banking value additive and useful to people? And you need to have a customer acquisition strategy to get them into that funnel.
So if they can kind of bring together those pieces, do you feel there's still a real opportunity for further disruption in this space?
The one great thing about banking is that everyone's your customer. Like everyone needs a bank, or everyone should need a bank. And I think that with the market being so large, there's so much opportunity for many players to be very successful. And hopefully, first and foremost, that we're doing this because we actually are solving a need that exists in the market and helping people, as it's a byproduct.
Well, thank you again for your time, Loveleen.
Hey,
It's been
thank you.
fantastic talking to you about challenger banks and the potential in the banking sector. And I'd like to thank you for listening. This has been Finovate TV live from Finovate Fall.